Hello, AJ here from JEFA Tech. Today in this video, I'm going to go over Coax-SEAL tape. So this is a mastic hand moldable rubberized tape that weatherproofs your coax connections. So this is important because if you install your coax outside in moist environments, any environment really where you're just getting moisture in the air, there's the potential for that moisture to enter your cable if you don't have it sealed and damage it from the inside out. So you want to seal the connection with this coax seal to prevent that from happening. So new installs of coax, you want to seal the connection between your coax and your antenna. Maybe you also have two pieces of coax that are outside that you've connected together because you need to extend it. Maybe you've done some type of repair that's a similar situation. You have done a repair outside and you want to seal it, and maybe that's even buried under the ground a little bit. Various applications like that where you need to seal your outside connection. Coax-SEAL is your answer and is what we recommend. So in this video, I'm going to go over what this is all about, what is in the packaging, and most importantly, how to apply it to the cable, how to properly apply it. And towards the end of the video, I'm gonna have a little bit of extra of how to remove it. So we have a common question or concern every now and then. People are a little concerned that once they apply this weatherproofing tape, that they're not gonna be able to get it back off again. Let's say you might wanna do maintenance or redo your connections. Can you get it off? And yes, you can. It's not as hard as you think. So we're gonna go over how to remove it to do your maintenance, whatever you need to do, and then reapply it. So hope you enjoy this video. Here we go. Here we have a package of Coax-SEAL. This is for sealing connectors from moisture and corrosion. And you can see the packaging here. And on the back, we have your full instructions, tells you tips and hints and directions on how to apply this to your coax connection. This is great for weatherproofing any coax connection that's outside so that you protect the connector and the interior of your cable. If you don't use this, it's possible for moisture to seep inside of the connector and back up inside of your coax cable, which can damage it from the inside out. So you want to use this tape to seal up your connections. So you open this up here. So this is the COAX-SEAL-104 is the model, 104, which is a 1/2 inch wide by 5 foot roll, which is great for doing many coax connections. It's good for installers that go out on commercial sites to seal up many different connections. It's good for ham radio or CB operators. You can seal up all the connections that you have outside for multiple cables. You can see it just pulls out here, and then when you want to apply it, you're going to remove the backing right here. This is a mastic type tape. It's moldable, and once you put it around the connection, you'll be able to shape it to what you want. It's also stretchable. You actually want to stretch it when you wrap it around the cable. I'm going to demonstrate here applying the Coax-SEAL tape. This is an example connection. So I have two cables connected here with a barrel adapter in the middle. So this represents an outdoor connection. Maybe you have connected two cables together. So you just needed to add a length connection, or maybe you did a repair. So you're doing a splice outside and you need to weatherproof it. But this also applies to when you connect a cable to an outside antenna. So imagine this cable was connected to your outside antenna and you want to seal it here too. But for this point, I'm going to demonstrate how to install this tape. So you have the tape here and it comes in the roll. So you can just use the roll, but a lot of times I'll separate out a section. So I'll simply just tear it. So just pick a certain piece here. And you see I just pulled it apart, all right? And now I'm gonna remove it from the backing. So it just comes off like that. And then you wanna apply it here. You can start with, you really wanna go past, if it has heat shrink, go all the way past the heat shrink, and you're gonna go from here all the way up to the other side. That'll completely seal it. So let's go ahead and do that now. So I'm gonna start past the heat shrink or the open end that you have here, and it sticks, no problem. And then I'm gonna, see I'm stretching it, but don't stretch too much. It's kind of like, it's maybe like soft chewing gum would be kind of a description I'd give there. You know, if you have some chewing gum, you can pull it. If you pull too hard, it'll completely break. Let me just show you that to demonstrate. You know, if you pull, well, it kind of strings out here, but it would break. This obviously isn't how you install it. I'm just kind of showing you the flexibility of the material. But if it did happen to break, just continue to wrap. I'm gonna wrap this around. I'm gonna get rid of this piece. And then I'm just gonna pick up where it left off here. So just pick up in the same place, make sure you're overlapping, and your goal here is to just completely seal from one end to the other. So I'm gonna keep going here. Make sure you overlap and you don't leave any gaps. I'm pulling and stretching. Now I've made it up to the point where my connection is. So I'm running out of tape, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish that up. And now I'm gonna grab another section. I just find it's easier to work with this way. Just pull a couple sections at a time. So I'm gonna pull it off of here. And then I'm gonna pick up where I left off. It's kind of on the back side here. Make sure you overlap. You see there's a little opening there. I'm gonna make sure I cover that. Pull and stretch. Make sure you overlap. Great, we've made it past. So once you've done that, you can just kind of mold it, press it down. Make sure everything is in place. This kind of has a rubbery, tacky feel. That's normal. And then there you go. There's your finished product. Now, one additional thing I'd recommend, after you put this in, this is a bit tacky. So if it's outside, it's gonna pick up dust and dirt. That's okay, but if you wanted to remove this sticky, tacky finish, you can simply take a standard electrical tape, a black electrical tape, and then wrap over top of this. I'm not gonna demonstrate this here, but if you do the same method and wrap over top, that will completely cover this, and that way you won't have the tacky feel. But this is the most important tape because this is gonna seal your entire connection here from moisture. And so that's how you use that coax seal. Hope you've enjoyed this video. One last thing I'd like to mention, if you want to remove this, I've already removed half. Some people are concerned that once you apply this, you can't really easily get it off. It's actually not too bad to get off. You essentially grab it, just kind of push at it until you find an opening right there. I'm just kind of putting pressure and moving, and it will bunch up and come right off. So if you need to do, and you can see there it pulled off, if you need to do maintenance and you need to remove this, it's actually not too bad. You just kind of continue doing this motion. I'm just kind of pulling at it, and you see it does stay together. It doesn't leave like globs of tape on here. The tape will stay together. As you can see, it's pulling apart. It is still a bit sticky, but you can see it does remove. It removes from here. And then once we get down to the cable part, I'm just kind of, you can see this motion I'm making, it completely comes off. Nice and easy. And then you can pull this off and remove it. Boom, there you go. Now there are, to be fair, there are a couple different, there is a tiny little bit of residue here. I could continue to pull that off. But the point is, it does allow you to get to the connection and get in here if you need to do maintenance, if you needed to disconnect, that sort of thing. It will completely come off of the connection. That's it. Hope that's helpful.